Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
I am so
Australian?
dead inside after this weekend, let me tell you.
It's such a fun weekend, you guys. Jackie turned 2. There's a vlog up on the page.
I can't believe I'm the mom of a 2-year-old. I just had him when I was 18 years old 2 days ago.
Oh, it's so crazy. I can't believe you're a teen mom.
I am a teen mom who is also a child bride.
MTV, you missed out on this one, let me tell you.
By the way, I am going to be 32 this year, just so that people understand that. But
no,
I'm still a teen bride.
I'm going to be
And
31. And whenever I do eventually get pregnant, I'm literally going to have to call the MTV producers. I'm going to start panicking. I'm going to be like, my mom's going to be mad at me. I don't know what to do. And that's just how it is.
We were just talking. Well, first of all, mom would not be mad at you. She would actually probably be so
happy.
She's been begging you to have a baby.
She was telling me that my eggs are going to dry up and I should go to a fertility specialist. I'm like, girl, I'm not even trying to have a baby. We don't know what my eggs are like.
That's just because she loves you. Well, apparently you have a gorgeous, perfect pelvis, which you love to tell me.
No, cervix.
Whatever.
Yeah, when I was getting my IUD put in, guys, they were like, you have a great, perfect cervix for childbirth. And I'm like, thank you so much. That's really the opposite of what I'm here for, but good to know.
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do? This cervix is... Kids are dying to get up in here.
Get up out of there.
Get up out of there.
Yeah, it was his birthday. We had a Toy Story themed party to infinity and beyond because my boy loves Woody Buzz.
Woody Buzz.
And
I dressed up as Jessi, guys. Remember when I was saying I don't know what to dress up as? I dressed up as Jessi, and Hayden was an inflatable horse. It was not a bullseye because that one was more expensive, but he doesn't know that.
He didn't know that.
Horse.
Also, Hayden left it on for 5 minutes.
Hayden left it on for not even 10 minutes. I'm like, okay, but you know what? The whole entire party, everyone was like, "Aren't you hot? I'm so surprised you have that on." And I said, "Guys, I'm dying inside." My cochina sweat could drown people, okay? Like, I was so hot. It was 95 degrees, a full-ass bodysuit. I will do anything for the outfit.
I kept saying to you, actually, I was like, you can take that off. He's not even paying attention to you. And you were like, no, I don't do anything for the outfit. And then he was so obsessed with the hat. Every time Sophia took the hat off, he said, Jessi hat.
No,
Jessi
I didn't even take the hat off the whole entire time. And then finally, everyone left except Belle's 2 friends and me and Hayden. We're cleaning up. We're chit-chatting. I say, all right, it's time for me to take this off. It's time for Jessi to go back to the barn. I start taking it off. I take the hat off. Declan's like this. No hat? Auntie, no hat. So upset.
Really upset. The
and
hat's in the car, by the way. It came with us here because he couldn't leave the house without it.
He likes it. I was going to say, can I have it back eventually?
You can, yeah. But he loves it.
I was going to say, though.
He was making Tom wear it this morning.
I made a deal with him. I said, Declan, Auntie needs to put on comfy clothes, but I'll keep on the hat. He's like, deal. Shakes my hand. I go in the room. Change. 15 minutes later, come back out. I don't have the hat on. I think he forgot. He's like, Auntie, no hat. No hat. I'm like, you remembered, so I put it back on. And then I let him have it. Let him keep it.
He does love the hat.
But I'm like, here I am, sweating my ass off, but I'm making core memories for my godson. And that's on being a good auntie.
Yeah, your godson who did refuse to take a nap, by the way. The one day of his life where, in the past year, where I'm like, I need you to sleep so you're pleasant for this party that I have 30 people coming to. And he was looking into the camera, pulling the camera cord off the wall, flicking the light switch on and off. So finally, I opened the door and I said, if you don't lay down and close your eyes, you're never going to see Nani again.
Oh my God,
Which was obviously a moment of weakness.
Honestly, she's saying
and he did lay right down. And I was smart. I didn't say if you don't sleep, you're never going to see Nani again because I knew he wasn't going to fall asleep. I said, if you don't lay down, you're never going to see Nani again.
She's saying it tame. She was like, if you don't lay down, you're never going to see Nani again. And I literally was like this.
Sometimes you just have to say what you need to say.
You got to do what you got to do, honestly. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But other than that, me and Belle have some crazy news that happened to us earlier this week. Crazy.
What? Oh, I was like, what happened to us?
I woke up and I checked the podcast page as I do.
Every day.
I saw that Stassi Schroeder commented on one of our clips and saying that we were going to make her cry because it was a clip about motherhood and about her show, which we're going to get into some opinions there, have some stuff for our TV recap. But I've never felt so accomplished in my motherfucking life.
Thank God I decided to do a full beat last week with that snitch back bun.
That slacky, slicky back. Yeah, Belle looked great with her slacky, slicky back.
Yeah, and you know what? Today I was like, I'm going to do the same makeup and wear my hair down, and it's just not having the same effect.
No, because a slick back is a facelift. A slick back bun.
So you're saying I just need to get a facelift?
No.
First I'm old, now I need a facelift.
No, it's a poor man's facelift snatch for the day. You are feeling any kind of way. When I have, you know why I do the slick back? When I'm PMSing. Because I am going to get my period. Right now I look at my face and I'm like, ooh. when I'm PMSing, I look at my face and I literally see a fat suit no matter what. The slick back helps with that because if you ever just want to feel like a badass bitch, you're wearing a slick back.
Well, I don't know if you know this about me, but
I wore a slick back to my wedding.
I don't know if you know this about me, but I was called old this weekend. So
oh my gosh, you guys. You guys.
Tom and I went out to dinner because on whatever night it was, Wednesday or Thursday, we had Declan sleep at Tom's parents because we were doing party stuff. And we go to dinner and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get a Sun Cruiser because I never drink and I was feeling in a good mood. So I was like, I'm going to get a Sun Cruiser.
Yourself, Beyonce.
I didn't bring my ID. The girl goes, do you have your ID? I said, no, you know what? I'll just have a Diet Coke. Like, it's not meant to be. She's like, no, it's fine. What do you want? And I was like, no, I know you're going to get in trouble. I don't want to get you in trouble for not carding. It's fine. I was like, I never get carded. She goes, well, I'm 22 and you look older than me. So.
And Tom said she did not say it in that tone.
So I've been crying every night.
Oh my God. First of all, Tom said she did not say it in that tone.
So now my sister's telling me I need a facelift and the waitress is telling me I'm old.
Oh my God.
And I have a 2-year-old son.
I'm just saying, a slick back is just good for you. It's like a high ponytail. You know, it's just, if you want to feel, you wear a slick back. But regardless, Tom said that the girl did not say it in that tone. Number one.
Okay.
Number two, she asked for your ID to begin with. And number three, do you know what's older than 22? 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 30, and so on and so forth.
Sophia, let me ask you a question, a serious question that I want a genuine answer to. When is the last time you have ever heard a man be correct about someone else's tone?
Okay, you got me there.
Yeah,
men are so insane.
Men hear what they want to hear.
Girls will do the shadiest shit, and you'll pick up on it, and a man will be like, "What do you mean? She was just being nice," and you're like, "Shut the." They don't get it.
So maybe you should hear me and how I'm saying her tone was instead of how Tom saying it.
No, because for this specific example, I'm on Tom's side. If you came to me and you were like, the waitress came up to me and was like, "Oh, that's funny. I don't wear dresses like that because they make me feel huge, but it looks really cute on you." I would be like, "Oh, that bitch is going down." I would be like, "There's no nice way to say that."
Well,
but I think this 22-year-old girl felt a little awkward and didn't know what to do. She was like, "Oh, you're good." La, la, la.
Okay, so what would you do if I told you that I also asked for no tomatoes in my wrap and she gave them to me?
I would say she probably put that into the da-da-da-da, and the kitchen probably fucked it up, and then she was probably too
You're doing
busy
a
to
lot of
notice.
defense on this little bitch. You know that?
I'm just saying.
Who called me old?
Fuck her.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wow.
You could also just say, you don't look old. You haven't said that one time.
I literally did.
You told me I need a facelift. Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to reel this in because I'm feeling sensitive. I'm sorry.
Thanthis you.
Yep.
Thank you. Now, I'm going to give you an opportunity to shit on me.
Oh, thank God.
Right now. Okay, because I saw this weekend. This is burning inside of me to ask you, and I'm totally putting myself on blast majorly, so
Okay.
I don't care.
While you look for your quote, can I just say?
There's no quote.
Oh, I was going to say, you're looking very bedazzled today with all your jewels. You're looking very Francois.
Let me tell you, I'm really getting back into the jewelry trend, I think.
I know you said that a couple weeks ago, and
Yeah.
I have to tell you something. It's really working for you.
Yeah, and I haven't made anything out of all the chains and beads and everything that I bought besides 2 belly bands twice. So these are all old and recycled materials. This is a Fashion Nova archaic, or not even Fashion Nova.
Fashion Nova has low-key,
not
like,
Fashion
okay
Nova,
jewelry
not
sometimes.
Fashion Nova. I'm sorry, I take that back. I actually stand Fashion Nova. I get their curve stuff all the time. Charlotte Russe is what I meant. This is a Charlotte Russe archaic. Okay.
Do you know there was nothing like being in college and needing a going out top and walking into that Charlotte Russe to try to find one?
I could smell it.
I had that. Remember that one pink one that I had that was the
They had,
flower,
like,
the peplum?
the Aztec. I can't speak.
Aztec.
Peplums.
Yeah, they had everything.
The fringe.
They
If
had
you
a-
were going
they
to
had a
Coachella,
going out
you
dream.
knew where to go back in the day.
I will never
Coachella's
forget
still a
going
thing,
to like
but you know
the
what I mean.
Providence Mall with Angie and just
No, I can literally
bopping
smell
around.
it. I can literally smell it.
Anyway, sorry, carry on.
Oh, okay. So one of my favorite influencers, Ken Urich,
Okay.
Bleach Blonde. You know Ken Urich.
I'm familiar with Ken.
She,
And her Urics.
In her Urics. She was talking about how she changes her phone cases every other day. She's like, I change my phone cases like I change my underwear. And then everyone was ablaze being like, you change your underwear every other day. And she took to her TikTok and was like, guys, I was just kidding. The thing is, the funniest thing about it, I don't wear underwear. I never wear underwear, not with jeans, nothing. And people commented and were like, oh my God, do you not get razor burn, this and that? And someone commented and was like, it helps with razor burn if you shave downward. And I just have to ask you, how do you shave your cucina?
Wow, we're getting so personal.
No,
oh my God.
up or down?
I will start down and then I go left to right and then I go up. So I'll go down first, then I'll go left to right. Well, then I'll go like left, then I'll go right, then I'll go up. So I do it like 4 separate times.
Okay. So
like if this is the cucina, I'll go down like this, then I'll go all this, then I'll go all this, then I'll go this.
Okay. And do you get razor burn?
Not really.
Never? No bumpies?
I mean, sometimes I do in the edges, so does everybody.
Okay.
So that's like a human experience.
Yeah. So I think for me, since my hair is really thick and coarse, first of all,
I mean, so my head hair is not,
I was shaving up and I'm like,
you're never supposed to.
I know. I feel so stupid, but I'm like, I don't even remember.
That's like wiping back to front.
No, literally, I'm like, did anyone? Mom had to have taught us how to shave, but I feel like she just had to shave that? I don't remember.
Something to know about me in my life, a core memory of mine, is that when I was in the 6th grade, Dad brought me out into the porch, put a towel down, grabbed a razor and a water, and said, "Put your shorts on. We're shaving your legs. You have too much leg hair." And Dad taught me how to shave my legs.
No, because Dad knows a bully.
He literally said, "You're gonna get made fun of." I said, "Okay."
And you know what?
Do it.
That's the kind of parent. That's the kind of harsh parenting that we need. But I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, there's no way that I would. Did we even learn that? But I'm like,
I don't think we were ever taught that. I think it's just like I've probably seen videos in my life.
So
it's every other video on TikTok. It's if you shave down, you're gonna get this. If you shave up, you're gonna get this.
But I skip those because I don't want them on my thing. The second I see one of those, I'm like, bye. Like, I don't know
ad. That's
why. Like, does your look like this? And I'm like, bye. But I'm like, wow, I'm feeling so stupid. I'm gonna be 31 and I'm shaving upward, and then she says she shaves every day. So the past 3 days, I've been shaving downward, and not nearly as bad as it normally is. And I'm like, thank you, Ken. Thank you.
Well, I'll do every other except for a period week. Then I don't do it at all because I don't want to mess with my.
Well, yeah, but I'm like, oh my god, what a demay. I'm just feeling so like, oh my god, I'm so stupid.
Speaking of underwear, since we're on the topic of underwear, if you were packing for a vacation, if you're packing for a 5-day trip, how many pairs of underwear were you gonna bring?
Oh my god, 5 days trip, easily 20.
Okay,
easily 20 undies, probably more.
Same.
Probably more.
I thought that's where this was going when you were talking about changing underwear and you were going to ask me how many pairs of underwear I would bring on a vacation.
Yeah.
I need to have enough pairs of underwear.
This was really, because I'm like.
I bring 4 pairs of underwear per day. 1 pair in case I shit myself, 1 pair in case I piss myself, 1 pair for the morning in case I get sweaty, a backup.
No.
So 4 pairs a day.
I was like.
Have to.
I personally, here's the thing, I'll bring so many underwear. But if
I'll wear every single pair.
If I'm going on to a tropic place or a place that's warm,
2 pairs a day.
I really don't even. If I'm not wearing jeans, if my outfit doesn't if I look better in my outfit without underwear, I won't wear it. And then I'm like, why did I bring 20 pairs of underwear?
Let me tell you something. I'm not putting on a pair of pants without underwear. I'm not doing it.
No, not like that.
I'm not putting on anything without underwear. Even if I'm on a tropical vacation, once my bathing suit gets wet, if I'm done in the pool for like an hour, I will go back to the room and change into dry clothes, and then I will put on a fresh bathing suit. So like also bringing like 6 or 7 bathing suits for a 5-day trip.
Yeah, and
I don't like to be uncomfortable.
Or what I should say, if my outfit shows my underwear, I won't wear it. But which is typically if I'm on vacation.
In what way? Showing your underwear?
If you can see lines from my underwear in a dress, I'm not wearing it. Like, even if it's a thong. Like I'm not wearing it on vacation.
Yeah, I'm letting you see the lines.
Normally, but
I'm also a granny panty wearer though, so you're gonna see my lines.
Day to day, this is again here. I'm putting myself on blast again. I'm envious of girls who can go from the morning to the night with no underwear and nothing comes out of their cooch. Not a drop of anything. I'm jealous of them. That just doesn't happen to me. Sorry.
I just want to say.
Sorry if I'm laughing too hard. Sorry.
I just want to say there's something coming out. I just don't think they care. Like, I'm going to be so honest.
I feel like I'm like, you're lying. There's no way nothing's coming out of there at any point of the day.
If that's true.
On a hot day. Or if you're ovulating.
If that's true.
And you know what? Yeah.
Find a way to clone them. I don't know.
And you know what? Yeah. Am I embarrassing myself? Actually, no. I'm not embarrassing myself because you know what? When I saw the video, I was like, oh my God, I'm shaving down upwards. And I'm sure somebody's going to watch this and be like, wait, same.
And that's on the lack of women's health education.
Yeah.
In this
No,
country.
seriously.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy for you that you're not going to experience as bad of razor burn anymore.
Yeah. No, listen, Ken.
Also,
my
like,
life has changed.
I have to say, I kind of feel like, and this is maybe putting words in your mouth, you're such a logical thinker with some things that if you're shaving up for your legs, so obviously you're shaving up for your cooter, and obviously you probably shave up on your arms too.
Yeah, I shave my arms, guys.
Because you're shaving your legs up.
But here's the thing. It's also...
On your moustache, do you shave up?
No. Wow. We shave our faces, guys.
I do. I
talked about this before.
The one beneficial
And
thing
I
I
don't feel
learned
bad
from
about
Caroline
it.
Manzo. Did I just smudge my lipstick?
No.
The one beneficial thing I learned from Caroline Manzo is to shave your upper lip.
Yeah, you're Sula. But I have to say, I also feel like it's easy, like it's quicker and that you get a better shave when you shave up, but then it's like more irritating after and you get more things. So it is, I also think it's part of me just being like, let's go.
Well, I also have to say,
now like, it's worth taking the time.
Shaving your cooter is not an easy feat. That's not an easy experience.
No, it's not.
It's going to take you at least, how long does it take you? Mine takes like at least 30 minutes because I like to do it. Like if I miss one, I get frustrated.
It depends on how long I grow. But I also have waxed my own cajoon.
You won't catch me with a wax stick within 50 yards of my
And let me tell you, one time I had wax and I was like, Hayden, I just can't do it myself. Son, can you pull it like my husband?
You let me pull one once.
Yeah, he was so happy. He never had.
It was the best time of my life.
He was like, whoosh, whoosh. It was, and you know what? It's not as bad as you think. I mean, it is, but you just get over it.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't even, Sophia, I left my one and only eyebrow waxing appointment with one brow wax.
That's not even bad at all. That's not even bad at all. But yeah, besides that.
You would think post-cesarean, post-Foley catheter.
Yeah.
That I'd be able to do it.
But I will say in your defense, I literally got paid $100 in college to do a study on my pain tolerance after my tumor because they think my tumor made my pain tolerance more high.
You have high pain tolerance because mom has red hair. You know that, right? Ugh. Scientifically speaking, genetically speaking, redheads have a higher tolerance for pain. That's part of their genes. Hair. It doesn't matter. She's our mother. So if she has a high pain tolerance, like we likely do too. And we also have reddish tones to our hair. We were just talking about this.
But you're saying that your eyebrow wax hurts. I don't feel that way.
I got my eyebrows waxed when I was 13. So yeah, it did hurt. And I haven't gone back to it. And that's on obsessive compulsive. That's on obsessive compulsive thinking I think it's going to feel the same exact way.
I don't remember what my pain tolerance was pre-tumor. Honestly, my memory's hazy.
We've always had a pretty high pain tolerance, you and me.
I did the study. I got paid $100. It was fabulous. And they put really hot water on my hair, really cold water, all these things.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so it could be painful.
That's like science. Look it up.
Yeah. Science.
Because we do have reddish tones in our hair.
You know, redheads get a bad rap. They do. I personally love a redhead. I think Sansa Stark, Sophie Turner, is one of the most beautiful people I've ever seen in my life. Well, it doesn't matter. I love a redhead. I think there's so many beautiful redheads.
You love an artificial or a real redhead?
Yeah. Well, mom's a real redhead, and she's Gorgina.
Gorgina. And by the way, she does have the best hair. She doesn't think that, but if my hair could be as thick and luscious as mom's, oh my God, I'd be unstoppable.
My hair kind of is.
Meanwhile, I have a bale of hay on my head.
My hair's not as thick as mom's, but it is thick.
I have a bale of hay.
Yeah.
I got dad's thin ass hair.
But you know what though? I was thinking the other day, there's benefits to having thin hair.
Oh, like what? Like it falls out of your head?
No, your slick backs are always going to be better than mine. Always.
By the way, I completely disagree. I thought your slick back yesterday at the party was sickening the house down.
This is on the grass is always greener on the other side. Because when I was doing my slick back the other day, I'm like, wow, I wish our slick back could look like Belle's. Because her is just like so... And mine just is like, because there's so much hair.
I literally thought to myself when you showed up yesterday, I wish my slick back looked like Sophia's because it looks so full. And like, I hate, you can see the scalp in
and
mine.
that is just literally on being a woman, like I said, because I'm looking at your slick back.
That's not being a jealous bitch.
My slick back looked like that. And then when you were looking at my slick back, you were like, I wish my slick back looked like that.
That's not being a jealous bitch.
Yeah, that is on being a jealous bitch. But here's my thing about jealousy. I think there's two kinds of jealousy. I think jealousy is okay. I think envy isn't. Like if you're looking at somebody and you're mean and you're unhappy and you're like, oh, fuck them, like why do they have that? That's envy. That's not okay. But I can be jealous of you, but still happy for you. I was so happy editing the video last week. So I'm like, that looks so good. Her slick back's so good. I wish my slick back looked like that. I'm not wishing bad upon you because you have a good slick back.
No, thank God for that.
Do you know? I'm a jealous bitch, but I'm happy for you, jealous bitch.
Speaking of wishing bad, I'm going to flip it on its head and talk about wishing good. Did you do your manifestations for the Lionsgate portal last night? Because my son's birthday is August 8th, which is the most powerful day of the Lionsgate portal. Are you not familiar?
Oh, I didn't do nothing. I was so tired when I got home last night. Okay, Angie was working.
Wait, let me tell you.
And then I set all this up. I did the run of show. I washed my hair.
Like
my hair was
Sophia.
Buck ass from the slick back. I was tired.
Let me tell you, Sophia. I've said it before. I'll say it again. We wouldn't have a show without you.
We really would.
Okay, the Lionsgate portal.
America runs on Duncan and Ready or Not runs on Sophia.
The Lionsgate portal is an annual spiritual event that peaks on August 8th every year. So my son is born on the peak of the Lionsgate portal. It marks an alignment between the Earth, the Sun in Leo, and the bright star Sirius. And many people view this window as the most powerful manifestation day of the year for personal growth and abundance.
I feel
Peak
like
date is August 8th. 8/8 every year symbolizes infinite abundance and high energy. So my son's date of birth symbolizes infinite abundance and high energy.
I feel like I did know that actually, and I just forgot.
The core themes are abundance, transformation, and action. And then it says intention setting. You should write down your intentions, but you shouldn't just say, I will do this. You should say how you feel when you get the thing.
Yeah.
So I did all mine.
I changed how I manifest because I used to say, this will happen or I will get this. And I realized manifestations, you have to say it like it's happened. When I manifested for my job, when I was interviewing, I was like, I got the job. I got the offer. I this or that. Also, shout out if you're ever going to Salem, guys, Salem, Massachusetts, go to Coven's Cottage. They're a legit place.
Sorry.
And I have a candle from there, a prosperity candle. And you're supposed to light it and you say this little chant. I said to Hayden, are you going to judge me if I light this candle and chant? And he was like, yeah.
No.
He was like, kind of a little bit. But he's like, it's fine, Gabe. Like, I don't care. I chanted, and guess who got the motherfucking job?
Yeah. There is something to be said for,
I be chanting.
truthfully, like the power of Wiccan.
Chanting? No, literally. Okay.
You know
I don't
how I
know
feel
if
about
it's Wiccan.
No.
They might call it something.
They call it
Wiccan.
something.
No, but I'm saying I think Coven's Cottage calls it something else, personally.
Let's look it up.
Yeah. But guys, Coven's Cottage is so good. I've gotten so many crystals from there. I've gotten so many candles from there. And they're like a legit place. They're like a place, remember last week I was saying you could just say no pictures, no photos. Like they will put that up because their shop
That's
isn't
where I
for
got
that.
that is where I got my satchel of herbs so that I could have less anxiety, and I actually need to get another one.
Every time I go there, I
They
get
say it's
something.
a metaphysical supply store, but that's not. Let me look.
Why? What is paganism?
Paganism and Wiccan are two different things. We had
Okay,
this conversation last
I
week.
know.
I'll ask the doctor.
But I think I want to say that store. I could be totally speaking incorrectly.
Let me look it up.
Okay.
What is the difference between paganism and being Wiccan?
I also love Halloween, and I love being a witch.
Yeah, okay. Paganism is a broad umbrella. Wicca is the specific religion that falls under that umbrella. So,
Okay, so
not
we're
all
both right.
pagans are Wiccans, but Wiccans are generally considered pagans. So paganism is a broad category covering many spiritual religions and traditions, including Druidry, heathenry, Norse paganism, Hellenic paganism, Celtic Reconstructionist. Wicca, on the other hand, is a pagan religion specifically for the work of Gerald the Gardener in Britain, cycles of the moon, reverence of nature. Wiccans worship gods and goddesses specific to nature. Witchcraft is another separate concept. So witchcraft is a general practice. Pagans don't all practice witchcraft. Pagan is a broad spiritual religious umbrella. Wiccan is a follower of the religious Wicca. Witch is someone who practices witchcraft.
Okay, so we're kind of both right.
I believe they're a Norse store because I got Declan a Norse book there on the Norse gods.
Well, regardless, it's a really good place. Their stuff
now I
has really
just
good
wanna
juju. And if
About
you're-
us, here we go.
If you're in Salem, go. I'm going to Salem this year.
Yes, we
and I'm
focus
gonna
on
go.
Norse, Germanic, Celtic, and nature-based traditions.
Okay. Okay.
I was gonna say, I know I got a Norse god book there. But anyway, so I wrote down all my manifestations last night in bed because I went to sleep, fell asleep, and then Declan happened to wake up, so Tom went in the other room, and then obviously, I couldn't fall asleep. And so I was just like scrolling on my phone, and I was like, oh my God, it's Lionsgate. And I had 1 hour before the day was over, and I got my,
didn't shoot me a
I got my,
text.
I'm sorry.
Yes, my ear's gonna suck.
I should have.
Just kidding.
But how crazy is that his birthday is 8/8 and it's the peak of that. There's so many, if you don't know, if there's something about my son that you didn't know, there's so many woo-woo things that Sophie and I believe in
so
general,
many
but
woo-woo.
he
I'm
specifically is woo-woo.
I'm Mrs.
He
Woo-woo.
was born 8/8/24. I was desperate to have him born on my nanny's birthday, which is 8/24, August 24th. He was born on August 8th, 2024, so still a version of 8/24. Also 8/8/24, all denominations of 8. He's a Leo. He was born on Lionsgate Portal.
Yeah.
There's just so many things, and he is the greatest gift to this universe.
Literally.
And he will one day save the world.
Yeah, but
Or be an NBA star. I'm kind of leaning towards NBA star, but I do think he's going to save the world.
loves basketball.
Every day we're playing with balls.
But he loves books. He loves to read. Guys, her
Does.
kid is so smart. He's talking. And Stassi like, my kid's gonna come out huffing chalk. Okay.
By the way,
my kid
Declan-
is gonna be so.
I need you to know,
rough
while
compared
you
to
think he's a
Declan.
genius, he eats his fingers every day and tries to eat his own boogers.
I
So
know,
like,
I'm just saying.
it's a kid
I'm
thing.
just
It's a
saying.
kid thing, you know?
But speaking of spells, are you ready to get into the comment section of this week?
Ooh, I'm ready for the rundown.
Okay. Number 1, The Secret Life of Mormon Wives. I don't know what spell Marciano put on Jessi
Yeah.
to get whatever. Regardless, we see Marciano of Vanderpump Villa and Jessi of Secret Life of Mormon Wives, who are basically dating, but it's not really confirmed.
She won't say out loud they're dating.
So he gets a tattoo.
Which is silly.
Like right on his hand. It's a J with a heart. And he posted a TikTok surprising Jessi, and the caption says, auditioning for the role of boyfriend. And she comments, I'm still in shock, with hearts and emojis. And I just have to say, Marciano, are you trying to be Jax Taylor? Or are you trying to be Beau? Because we all know the infamous Jax Taylor. He got Stassi's signature. Then he went and got Carmen. Then he went and got Tiffany. Then he got Stassi's face tattooed on his arm, basically, even though he says it wasn't Stassi. And then we know how that ended. He had ultimately got most of them covered up. And then on this season, House of Stassi, we know that Beau got the Stassi tattoo. So who are you trying to be? And can you just be original for a goddamn second?
Well, also, for what it's worth, I do believe that it was not just a run-of-the-mill J. I do believe he got the Jay-Z Styles logo J.
Yeah, but I don't even give a shit about that.
I kind of do, because I feel like that makes it worse.
Yeah, no, it's...
Okay, so you're a free advertisement. Also, what I would like to say, I want to say two things about this.
Okay, Sam.
One, I literally could not muster up a fuck to give about this if I was paid $1 million. Two, if you guys are together, just be together. It's the same way I feel about Tom and Zendaya, and I love Tom and Zendaya down.
Engaged?
That's what I'm going to.
Oh.
I love Tom and Zendaya down. They are married. Everyone has said that they are married. We just know that they are. We just know. They're just not saying it, which is cool. That's their thing. If they don't want to do that, fine. If you two don't want to say you're dating, that's fine. Stop trying to force the relationship content down the throats of the consumer if you don't want to say you're dating. Tom and Zendaya, sometimes we can catch them with a wedding band if they zoom in from 7 blocks away on a camera. They're not advertising that they are not married. They're not married. They're not married. They're just doing their own thing. And we are publicly consuming them because they are on a press tour. These two fuckers, on the other hand, are every minute they're posting pictures together. Every minute there's content together. He's getting her name tattooed on her. They are up each other's buttholes.
And I've had enough.
And they're trying to tell us that they're not dating. So if you don't want to be dating, then don't spend time together.
Don't.
I don't know. I'm gonna say something crazy here, and I'm gonna say I'm heretofore done talking about the Mormon wives, and I'm done watching the show unless you want to talk to me about Whitney. I'm so overexposed and over.
I had one more thing.
I'm just telling you how I feel.
I also had a question for you at the end, which I do think now hearing what you're saying, I know your answer is gonna be. But also, I think the difference with Tom Holland and Zendaya is I understand why they don't want to be like that, because I think they both want to keep that. But I also think career-wise, I can see her being like, I don't want to be Tom and Zendaya. I want to be Zendaya. And then same for him. But
by the
I care
way,
more about an independent woman.
Sophia,
Sorry.
It would not be Tom and Zendaya. It would be Zendaya.
I know, but you know what I'm saying? They don't want to be, she wants to keep herself her own.
Yes.
But regardless, another part of the Secret Life of Mormon Wives thing this week, Demi posted a selfie. Demi. And somebody commented and said, hurry and delete this before Jessi sends it to her doctor. And she responded, too bad you can't pat in your face. And then she responded, Jessi, obviously, and said, what a truly ugly person to put down someone's looks and insecurities, but then to be so self-absorbed to think I'm trying to look like you. Conceited doesn't even begin to cover it. Seems like someone hasn't changed at all, but no surprise there. Once a bully, always a bully. And like, I kind of agree with Jessi. It's like, to me, like, really?
I've said what I said,
but it's
like,
also,
I'm done talking about these girls.
like, but what I wanted to say,
before you say what you wanted to say, sorry, I want to stand my ground and say part of the reason why I like Stassi's show is it's manufactured, and she's not trying to convince us that it's not. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives consistently, continuously falls into this trope of manufacturing the drama on the show. For example, Marciano and Demi have settled whatever their dispute was. All of a sudden now when you're filming,
well, I think that's Demi trying to get on.
Well, I continue to say, this comment happens to come. She's been silent for forever. I continually will say and will stand my 10 toes down on the fact that this show manufactures the drama, and they are trying to make it seem like they are not.
Yeah.
And that is my problem with this show. We as consumers, especially in 2026, the year of our Lord, we are not stupid. We know reality TV is manufactured. We are aware that there is production pulling strings. We are aware that some of these things are fake. Part of the reason why we like to watch the show is for the entertainment value. The entertainment value skyrockets downward when you try to make it seem like the drama that you are manufacturing is not manufactured.
And they don't understand less is more. That's what
less is more. Also,
they don't leave us wanting more.
They don't leave us wanting more, but also it's not like the Kardashians where they're a family. Stassi and her friend, her and Taylor Strecker work together every day. Those people are consistently around each other whether filming or not. These girls,
it's a force.
Do not see each other until the cameras pick up. Do not speak to each other until the cameras pick up, or at least the weeks before where they're trying to get some drama going. Well, and for me, that's why I don't want to watch this show, because I'm not a stupid person, and they are trying to make me feel like I'm a stupid person.
Even Housewives is better when they know each other. Vanderpump Rules, they all knew each other. But here's the thing, speaking of Vanderpump Rules, which I fully agree with. I wish I wrote this down. This TikToker person, I'm sorry I didn't write it down. But obviously, on House of Stassi, Jessi brought up Sheena Shea and was like, Sheena's trying to get on Mormon Wives, which was just a whole funny thing in itself. Like, Sheena girl, I know you were doing that. Regardless, this TikTok said, it's funny that Jessi's bringing that up because Jessi is the Sheena Shea of her show. And I was like,
she is.
Oh my God. And I think that's why, honestly, to take it a step further, I think that's why we're like, oh, again, see like Mormon Wives, because I think they're all kind of Sheena vibes.
Yeah, they're all Sheenas.
I think they're all kind of Sheenas.
It's a cast of Sheenas, and they all think that they're Stassi's.
Yeah.
A cast of Sheena that thinks that they're Stassi.
The only one who was Stassi is Whitney, and she's gone. And I think the only one who has Stassi-ish potential is Miranda.
Yeah, and I actually think Stassi. I think Miranda leans more Katie.
Yep. Okay. Sure. Period. But ready to talk about something a little more sad that happened this week that we won't focus on too much, but I feel like we have to talk about it because it's everywhere. Mm-hmm. Perez Hilton went on live and was obviously having a severe mental health crisis and was hurting himself on his live. And his family is saying he's going through a severe mental health crisis. Obviously, viewers saw it. They called the police. TikTok ultimately banned his account. Just really sad.
Yeah. I think first thing I'll say is obviously we wish him the best and we wish his family the best. I hope that his children don't ever have to see that footage that is now in the internet forever.
Had to see it.
However, I do think this is just a really pertinent reminder of how dangerous social media can actually be. It reminds me of, I don't know if you're familiar with Gabby Hanna.
I can't really remember.
She was in the Trisha Paytas orbit and David Dobrik. She was in that orbit for a while, and she also had a little bit of a mental break on live. And I just think the fact that there is a world in which we allow viewers into our home in such a live capacity where there is the ability for someone to do something like that and hurt themselves in that way to an audience of millions of people, especially for people suffering with mental health, is really, really dangerous, because there's people that will do that because they think it will solve their mental health problems. Yeah. And it just won't. So I think it's just a reminder of how dangerous social media can be, and just a reminder to, if you are struggling, seek actual medical help, not the help of followers online who don't know who you are.
And if you think somebody around you is struggling, try to step in, because it's just really sad. And honestly, I'm not going to try to dissect why. I just think it's sad. I feel bad for I feel bad for him for feeling that was his last option. I feel bad for anyone who saw it. Horrible. Yeah. I'm very happy I didn't see it, because I was going to say, may that footage never find me, because I'm always scrolling. Never find me. Yeah. Phone that listens. But something else that I wish never found me. Oh. We have a few Vanderpump Rules. Buck-ass Vanderpump Rule men news this week. I see a headline from Tom Sandoval. Oh, here we go. That says, Tom Sandoval's ex-girlfriend, Victoria, berated him about tiny penis during alleged attack. And here's the thing. So he's admitting he has a tiny penis? When I read that, the feeling that it made my skin crawl even thinking about Tom Sandoval's penis. And the way I felt about reading that article, it made me feel like I walked in on somebody going to the bathroom or doing something in the bathroom that I didn't want to see. And I was like, why is this on my page? I don't want to know about your penis, Tom Sandoval. I don't want to know about your penis. And it's like, why even offer up that information? And there was a whole article that went with it. I didn't read it, because here's the thing. Thank God. Personally, don't cancel me for saying this, but I think you probably deserve to get pushed into the fire pit, Tom. Even though I think he pushed the other guy into the fire pit. Regardless, you probably deserved whatever housing that you received. And you don't need to take to the internet and tell us about your tiny penis. Like, I don't know what you thought this was doing. Yeah. But it sure didn't do that. I just have to say, I do think that he and probably all the other men on that show do have a tiny penis, because it's been so shriveled up from all the diseases that it has. Yeah. And that's just alleged, but I can't imagine that they haven't been through a couple Z-Packs over there. Honestly, the men of Vanderpump Rules give me Motion of the Ocean isn't that great. They give me selfish. They give me, I'm not really caring about what the girl feels like. Tom Sandoval and Jax Taylor give you vibes of selfishness? I'm shocked to hear that. But you know what I mean? Even Schwartz. You think they were taking time to make sure that the girls finished? No, and that's why they are all on to new partners. Yeah. 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 Well,
That's really crazy. Also, confirming that on the internet is wild. You should have just been like, that's a story I would have let die. I wouldn't have commented on that.
yeah, no, you know what it is? I think his ego is so huge that he couldn't.
Tom Sandoval has a large ego? Shocked to hear that.
I think he couldn't handle the fact that she said that he had a tiny penis, so he had to like debunk it, even though nobody knew about it. And now we're like, okay, buddy, this is the second accusation, because I literally am rewatching Vanderpump Rules right now, doing my annual rewatch, and Anne Marie, Miami girl, also said he had a tiny penis. And Kirsten said he did, but also I don't take her word. She was crazy after she broke up with Tom. She would have said anything. But I'm like,
makes you think.
3 strikes makes you think.
Makes you think.
Makes you think, Tom.
So what other Vanderpump Rules men drama do you have?
This one's really, really silly. I did not even watch the whole video. But of course, Jax Taylor gets caught by TMZ talking about how much he loves Lori Krebs. I'm like,
sorry.
Okay, Jax. Okay, Jax.
I was holding that yawn back, but I'm glad it came at that moment.
Also, on that note, I also am seeing interviews with Brittany talking about it. Can somebody tell me why this was set up like a true crime documentary? Why was it so intense? And here's the thing. It honestly is, if you think about it, because she is trying to get her Sandoval moment and her Summer House moment. It arguably, the betrayal, it is pretty huge. That woman that worked with you, your publicist is your right motherfucking hand man. That it is to that level of betrayal. But the thing is, none of us really care as much as we did about Summer House or about the Sandoval, because nobody ever was sitting there like, oh, Jax would never do that to her. We all knew Jax would do that to you. What do you mean you heard rumors about it 3 years ago and you didn't think it? No one is surprised, and that's why we're all like, yeah, okay, we saw this coming. You could have seen this coming.
I actually think the one part that she should investigate and stand 10 toes down on is that she, in the interview, was saying that there were horrible stories about her in the press, and she was asking the publicist to help with her publicity.
I think she's got some legal stuff she can do here.
And obviously these stories keep coming out, and the publicist was not doing her actual contractual job of protecting Brittany or increasing her likability or Q score in the public eye, which is what a publicist does, because she was sleeping with her ex-husband. So I think that part of it is really crazy. Everything else, though, I'm sorry, girl, you knew who you were marrying.
Yeah, the true crime of it all. I'm like, why is this like this?
I also think that every person now in the Bravo sphere that gets cheated on tries to turn it into a Sandoval moment because of what it did for Ariana. But they're never going to be able to recreate that moment. It was such a... I
think there are some that can.
That come close.
But not this, because, I'm sorry, Brittany, I'm not trying to take away your pain. If you're looking at just the betrayal level, this is equally. Honestly, it's probably more in some, because this person was working for you and was supposed to have your best interests in mind. However, he cheated all the time. I think you married him a year after he literally cheated on you and literally had a video talking about how he would never marry you, all these things. And here's to say, I know you're being mentally abused. I know it's not black and white, but we're not shocked. So it's not on that level. We are all like, oh, I'm not surprised. Are you surprised?
I also think that while, yes, it was a betrayal, you cannot compare it to Sandoval, because Brittany and Jax are going through divorce and have been separated for quite some time. This wasn't, he didn't cheat on her. I mean, he did cheat on her, I'm sure. But in this instance, he didn't.
It's wicked
It's just not, you can't compare it to Sandoval.
It would be that way. Here's the thing. If it was Stassi and Beau and they were going through a divorce and then it happened to them, it would reach that level, because nobody would expect that from Beau.
Totally.
Everyone expected from Jax, and I'm sorry. But that's the case. But what we didn't expect was the Summer House Below Deck crossover.
Oh, by the way, are you finally going to watch Below Deck now that your people are on it?
I am. Arguably, I literally said earlier this week I wanted to start it before this even came out.
I'm actually shocked that they're doing a crossover, because it usually, those boats cost so much money. I know there's obviously a discounted rate for people that will be filmed on the boat and whatever.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine that the Summer House people can afford.
No, they can afford it. They're very rich, very wealthy, 100%.
The boats are millions of dollars per night.
Have you seen Lindsay's apartment?
I don't think Lindsay has millions of dollars a night.
It's not just Lindsay, though. But I don't think they're paying for it regardless. They're not paying for it. Do you know how much publicity it's going to bring to Below Deck, too?
Yeah, maybe.
But they've
done crossovers before. Like, they did the Real Housewives on Down Under.
And Salt Lake City, so
That's
good.
what I'm saying.
It was so good.
Yeah.
But it's going to be Carl, Kyle, Lindsay, Sierra, Jessi, Mia, Bailey, and KJ. And then from Below Deck,
I thought
Captain
KJ
Sandy
wasn't
and
on the
Aisha.
season.
I think he's popping in. I don't think he's a mainstay.
It'll be Captain Sandy, Aisha, and then the crew. They don't run the boat by themselves.
I know, but when I was looking at the article, those are the only names that it mentioned from Below Deck. Okay. So I'm sure there's other people, but those are the big names.
Okay.
But I'm excited for that.
That'll be good.
We've never got cast trip on Summer House, obviously, because their show is the trip. They go to the Hamptons every weekend, so I'm just excited to see it. And Kyle's going to be single. We've never seen Kyle single, honestly. Oh, and speaking of Kyle being single, I just have to say this. My dear friend Peyton said that because I put on our story, we're filming today, let us know what you want to talk about. Peyton messaged me this, and I have to talk about it. West's fuck-ass Instagram dumps with all this weird, I'm sorry, Wes Wilson, why are you putting stuff in your dump that shows that you need to take a shit? I think it was like milk of magnesia and stuff, and here's the thing. As a girl who has IBS and is either not able to stop or can't go, leave our stuff alone. Stop trying to steal our light, because I know that your stomach isn't going through those issues. I know you don't have tummy issues like that, West. So stop trying to be cool. It's annoying.
He doesn't think it's, I don't think he thinks it's cool. I think he thinks it's funny. Like why he posts Amanda with this weird filters. He thinks it's
cool
funny
and different and Tumblr.
Yeah,
and it's
not.
like, just leave the IBS girls alone. They didn't do anything to you, West. And then also, why is Amanda always the millionth fucking picture? She's never the first picture. I don't get them.
That's
you
marketing.
Fucked up your whole life.
That's marketing.
I just don't get it.
I need you to know it's the last picture, because the longer that you scroll on his pictures, the more his things will come up in your feed.
Oh, so he wants people to
scroll. He wants people to scroll to see everything, to see if she's in there. Yeah, that's like 101.
They make me sick.
Yeah, because it's fake. It's not real.
Yeah. But anyway, are you ready to get into the TV recap? Speaking of things that make us sick.
Surely.
Why? Why? The Valley. Number 1.
Oh, okay.
So
I'll let you lead, but I have comments on the Scheana though.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about Scheana and Lala first. Lala had acted like Scheana did this crazy, horrible thing to her. And it's funny because Lala has had a really good comeback, because The Valley, it arguably kind of sucks. It's like watching paint dry, but I still watch it because I just, she's made it better. I kind of am agreeing with her on a lot. She's looking good. And then when she was talking about Cheetah on the reunion part 1 of Valley, it was kind of like a glitch in the Matrix. Oh, I remember the shit that Lala pulls, because she's been acting like Scheana did this horrible, crazy, huge thing, and it was Lala's fault.
Yeah, I have to say, R.E. Lala. I feel like a lot of what she said made sense in the context of Vanderpump Rules until she turned on Ariana. Once she turned on Ariana, she was a spiral and down. Yep. But with this Scheana stuff, I actually can see, I don't know if this is the right thing to say, but I actually can see why she probably was so, Scheana did something terrible to me, because I think Scheana was talking in the press bad about Lala as if Lala did something so mean and so ruthless and so whatever. She told one of their close personal friends why Scheana was in a bad place, and it was about to be told to the world in several weeks. So
I think you should be mad at Jenna.
I actually don't think it's that crazy. Granted, do I think Lala should have told Jenna? No. Do I think that Lala was doing it to defend Scheana? Yes. Do I think that Scheana needs to get over it? Yeah, I do. If it never came out in the book and it was never talked about, and Lala is the one that told somebody and that person leaked the story and then it came out, 1000% death to the friendship. You wrote about it in a book.
That's what I was going to say.
You can't really be that upset that she told your close personal friend when you were about to tell 1 million people.
Yeah, in Lala's defense, she probably was like, this is going to be coming out anyway. Let me just tell you that you need to cut her.
Yeah, you need to cut her some slack.
Yeah.
And that's really all I know about the Valley reunion.
Yeah.
So that's where I'll stop.
Other than that, though, it was just kind of weird to me. I don't know. I just found it weird that she was the person who's kind of started the drama, and then was, because she's acted like it was this crazy thing Scheana did. So I was just kind of like, okay, it's a little strange. But I personally I'm not a huge Lala fan. I'm not a huge Scheana fan, but I do lean Lala.
Yeah.
In general life. But other things that shocked me from the Valley reunion, Brittany gave this buck-ass man. Now, Brittany said on the show she's now in narcissist therapy. So Brittany,
as she should be.
I hope that you really see some growth here, because she started dating this weird ass guy on the show. He was on a few episodes and you could tell that he was a grifter, honestly. He was trying to get in the drama the second he showed up on the scene, and she was embarrassed. You could tell. She broke up with him mid-season. She gave this man $10,000.
For what?
Because
what could you possibly need to give him?
Her reasoning was because when she got her mommy makeover, he was going to take a few days off to take care of her. And he was like, well, I'm taking days off work. I don't get paid for that. She was like, let me pay you. But on the show, it sounded like a couple days. No way this man was making $10,000 in a couple days. And then she got the ick during that time during the show, because she was like, he didn't even show up. He was being so annoying. He didn't even bring her medicine on time. And then but he brought her flowers, and she's like, I'm paying you. So I'm paying for my own flowers. I'd rather you get my medicine. But I'm like, $10,000?
She got scammed.
Greg asked you for $10,000. Brittany, if you don't watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, but if you did, you'd get that. But regardless, why would you ever, Brittany? Stop giving men money.
I think if I may, I think she needs to be single for a while.
Oh my God.
I think she needs to take a step back from dating, and I think
kind of like Jessi.
I think to Brittany's credit, she's an amazing mom to her son.
Yes.
And I think that's where she really finds the light in her life right now. You don't need light from a man. You have your son.
Yeah.
And you're an amazing mom.
Yeah, she really, really, really is. And other things on the Valley reunion, because there's not really much else besides that. I was just fucking shocked that she gave that man $10,000. And I mean, if you're just going to hand out money, give it to me, Brittany.
Who's Jessi?
Jessi from Secret Life of Mormon Wives. Who said she was going to be single for a while.
I thought you meant Jessi on the Valley. I was like, there's a Jessi on the Valley.
There is a Jessi on the Valley, but not different Jessi. I guess I could see how that would be confusing, but I was talking about Secret Life of Mormon Wives. Okay. She said she was going to be single and then popped up with Marciano.
Yeah.
But they're not dating. But on the Valley, Michelle from the Valley confirmed that she's dating Dr. Dre.
I thought we knew that.
We did, but she didn't say that she was, but she kind of confirmed
kind of
it
a slay.
on the Valley. And I'm like, okay, Michelle, dating Dr. Dre's kind of cunty.
That is a big slay.
Yeah. What?
I'm just like, I keep admiring your nails and your toes while you're talking, so I just want to.
Oh my God, I got a at-home gel machine.
It looks like you got them done.
Oh my God, thank you.
You're welcome.
It takes kind of a minute, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to this. So, yeah.
Back to what you were saying about me in the press the other day.
That's what you were saying to me about the Anyway, kind of cunty that she's dating Dr. Dre. And then, I guess now speaking of the Valley, Jessi and Michelle were married. They got divorced. Awful divorce. Jessi's kind of like a mini Jax, but not as bad. And I honestly, he's growing on me. Michelle didn't really love her first 2 seasons, but this season she's really growing on me. So I like the both of them. Lacey started dating Jessi. Lacey's very wealthy. They all say that he's dating her for her money. I think he actually likes Lacey. I didn't think I was going to like Lacey at all. Thought I was going to hate her. Actually really like her. Actually think she's kind of giving a bad bitch. Actually think she's made for reality TV. Her and Michelle had a rocky, rough start, which I get. I actually thought they ended the season pretty well. I thought that they were pretty vulnerable. Michelle told her, it's hard for me to see you with Jessi because all I wanted from him was love and affection. I never got that, and I see him treating you that way. He never treated me like that. I had to beg for it, blah, blah, blah. Loved her on the show because Jessi was like, oh, they have a daughter, Isabella. Shout out Isabella. Slide. And she's like, Isabella, like, show Lacey how you do this. And she's like, no, Isabella, you don't have to perform for me if you don't want to. Kids don't have to perform. I liked her.
I got to write that phrase down in my little book.
They're fighting on the reunion, Michelle and Lacey, because Lacey served Michelle a cease and desist before Lacey filmed, and it's this whole thing. And Michelle's trying to tell her that Lacey was in the wrong, and Lacey's trying to tell her Michelle's in the wrong, and Michelle's using these points, and everyone's like, Michelle, you're lying. Everyone else like, Michelle, you're lying. And Lacey's like, I wish you would just say, I was going through a horrible divorce. I hated you because you were dating my ex-husband who was torturing me. And I acted a little bit fucking crazy and I'm sorry. And Michelle couldn't say that. And honestly, I fear Lacey kind of ate her up. And I've been liking Michelle, but it didn't look good for Michelle.
I did see a clip of her listing off the things about how she's like, I've told you I'm on your side. I've told you I'm never going to diminish your feelings, blah, blah, blah. Sent this text to you. And then Michelle was like, you never said that. And everybody on the cast was like, we've seen the text.
Yeah.
So as a non-watcher of the show, I thought she looked bad.
And it's like, what Lacey said is what I think we need to remind people on reality TV of. Because I think right now, and I put on here a note for Real Housewives of Orange County, I think we're getting... People on reality TV are caring way too much what people think. They're so
like the public,
nervous.
you mean?
Yeah, they're so nervous about being canceled or looking bad. And there are people who should be canceled. Jax Taylor gave us so much great TV. He made the show great. The show obviously is a little bit worse without him. However, he's an abuser, so he shouldn't be on the show. You know what I'm saying? But there are things that are shitty. Wes and Amanda did something terrible. But if they were still on the show, I wouldn't like it for myself because I just personally don't like them. But it's not something they should be canceled over. If you don't like them, don't watch them, but they don't need to shrivel up and die. You know what I'm saying? I personally don't want to see them, but I think there's fine lines of what you should be canceled for.
I think cancel culture as a whole has gotten really out of hand. I
Yeah.
think there are definitely things where it's like, you should absolutely be canceled for this if it's a crime, if it's something that's illegal, if it's something that's hurting another person physically or mentally.
Yeah,
I
or
think
if
you should
you're
absolutely be
saying
canceled
things
for
that
those.
have an influence that is hurting other people.
Correct. I think where there's room for, I hate the phrase listening and learning. I do think
Yeah.
there's things that people get canceled for where it's like, if you just had an open and honest conversation with them, perhaps they change their views. Maybe they could turn it around. Granted, if they kept saying that shit, obviously they shouldn't be in the public eye. But I just think canceled has become a term that's so heavy and weightful when you throw it around. Think about Love Island as the perfect example of that. It's like every single person on that show gets canceled, sometimes before they even get on the show. And yes, should they not say the things that they said? Absolutely. Is there room for them to learn and grow and change their behavior and go on to have a successful career? Yeah. I think about Stassi. Stassi was canceled and she changed the way she acted. She got educated. She changed the way she thought about things. And do I think Stassi should never be on TV again? No, I think she can learn from that
and
mistake.
I think, I'm not even talking about just that, but it's like on the finale, Danny was being so fucking annoying, just gross. And Janet kind of like threw a drink at him. Everyone doesn't like Janet to begin with. I personally, sorry, hate on me. I'm Team Janet in this situation. Everyone's like, oh, she threw a drink. She should be off. We don't need her anymore. It's like, have you seen Vanderpump Rules? There's punches on Vanderpump Rules. There's drinks freaking thrown. Even Kristen is like, oh my God, I can't believe she threw a drink. I'm like, Kristen, do you not remember the fucking early days of Vanderpump? You threw drinks all the time, please. Though people are so afraid to do stuff like that on shows now because they're like, oh, I don't want. And it's like, that's what makes a show a show.
Yeah.
And to round it back, I think that Michelle doesn't want to say, yeah, I was being a fucking crazy bitch because I hated you because I was jealous because you were with Jessi. And it's like,
it would actually endear the public to her.
It would actually make me like her. And I do like Michelle, but I'm like, ooh, Michelle, you're bad. I would actually understand that. And if I was Lacey, I would be like, girl, I fucking get it. And that's what Lacey was saying. It's like, it's okay to say, yeah, I know that I was fucking being a crazy bitch and I'm sorry for that.
Yeah.
And personally, we need more crazy bitches on TV.
True. Speaking of crazy bitches, what other TV recap do you have?
Well, so that's kind of on the same vein of Real Housewives of Orange County this season. I'm kind of sad. It's kind of a snore. It's kind of a snore.
Okay.
The biggest story is so far and biggest drama is that the new girl, Carmela, got Emily for her birthday. They went to a drag show, bingo, and they dressed up as old ladies. And she got her a Dior bag and she put a dildo in it. And she thought that she was going to open it at the drag show. So it was going to be like a kitschy thing, like, oh, we're at a drag show. And it's like this whole thing. And everyone's like, a Dior bag's expensive. And it's weird to get someone something that they masturbate with when you don't even know them. And it's like, is it a little weird? Yeah. Are you on a TV show where you're at a drag show? And she probably was trying to flex her wealth a little bit and also be funny. Yeah. Like, get the fuck over it. Like, it is not that deep.
Why wouldn't she say at the drag show, open the bag?
She did. She kept saying, are you going to open your gifts? Are you going to open your gifts? And they were like, no. So then she opened it at home, and it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
I think that's a moment where you pull her aside and say, hey, look, I got you a gag gift because we're at a drag show.
Yeah.
If you don't want to open it now, that's fine. But just so you know, the bag is a real gift, but there is a gag gift inside that you don't have to use.
People are also making drama that she got her Dior bag. And I'm like, guys.
Who cares? I would love a Dior bag.
Literally, that's what Heather Dubrow said. It's like, guys, it's not that
I would love
serious.
a reusable Stop and Shop bag.
And to Tamara's benefit, Tamara is really trying hard to make things happen because she did this game last episode where it was like, oh, friend in a box, because she's trying to throw shade at Heather. Didn't work because every shady thing.
What is with all these reality shows putting things in a box?
Well, but every because it gets people going. It's supposed to get people going when you write things that are not the best. Didn't get anyone going because everyone's like, I understand what you're saying. That hurt my feelings. Blah, blah, blah. And you know what we need? We need someone who's just gonna get up, read the fucking thing, throw the box, have a whole scene. Like, that's what we need. That's what we like on reality TV shows.
We need a table flip.
We need a table flipper. And then Vicky didn't invite Carmela to her dinner. Carmela's the one who got the dildo and the Dior bag. Tamara brought her. Like, Tamara is trying, and these girls are just giving her nothing. And I'm like, guys.
I think that's part of where people see reality TV going downhill is that because there's so much reality TV, it's very easy for the stars to overproduce themselves. We even see it on Survivor. Survivor's gotten to a point now where the game has changed so much because everybody knows how to play the game. So it's like at some point everybody knows what is formulaic about reality TV to make yourself successful without getting canceled or without getting kicked off the show. And people are overproducing themselves. So we're getting to a place where that's happening in more avenues than one, where what we need is the old school New York, old school New Jersey.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get back to that when it is such an overly produced genre of television.
There's the thing people don't understand in reality TV. You can not like somebody and not like their actions, but that doesn't mean that they should be fired.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The people that are crazy and the people that are doing outlandish things, the people that are sleeping with their best friends' boyfriends.
Those are the ones that should stay on the show.
Those are the people that make the show. And that's not to say that I want Amanda and West, but
I certainly don't.
if it was Lindsay who did it, I would still want her on the show.
Well, that's just because you don't like Amanda.
No, I loved Amanda, but Amanda was never the pot stirrer drama giver on the show. She was more of the role that was, I hate saying the mother figure, but kind of. She was the home base. The show won't be different without her. If Lindsay wasn't on it, it would be. I mean, Lindsay was only on certain episodes this past season, and those are the episodes that had the drama because she knows how to stir it up.
Yeah.
So it's like there's people that if you take them off, the show would not function.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Paige DeSorbo, honestly,
big loss.
Show was still good, but huge loss.
Big loss for the Summer House community.
Big loss. Huge. But I had some comments on House of Stassi that I did want to cover.
Okay.
Number one.
I haven't watched it. Obviously, I watched it all in one day, so I haven't watched it.
No, I know. But number one, and this one we'll talk about quick, but I'm so over the bad mom stuff. The bad mom, like she has a nanny, she has a nanny, she has a nanny. And I have to say, you guys, if you listen to the show, the nanny's there during the day. Now, I'm sure the nanny helps them out other times when they need her. And I'm not sitting here saying she's not privileged. She absolutely is. She absolutely is going to have things be easier for her. But the main thing I keep saying is that, oh, she has a nanny during to help her kid. She's a bad mom. She doesn't even see her kid. She has a nanny. The nanny's not there at night so she can put her feet up and watch TV. The nanny on the show, Bo says, now that I went back to work, I got home 5 minutes after the nanny left. The nanny is at home during the day where her kids would normally be at daycare or at school if a mother was working. So the nanny's really there to help Bo. And he's the one complaining, being like, I'm home all day with my kids. I don't have purpose, da da da. And the nanny is there. So if you're sitting here using your main argument that Stassi's a bad mom because she has a nanny, your misogyny is kind of showing, because arguably the nanny is there to help Bo. It's not there to help Stassi. Her kid would be either in daycare or at school or being babysat regardless. Right?
I have to say, I'm going to say something maybe controversial.
I'm not saying that's you shit on Bo. I don't think either of them should be shit on. But if you're going to say the nanny is the reason why she's a bad mom, the nanny's helping Bo, not Stassi.
I have something controversial to say, maybe.
What?
I actually don't know if it is. I feel like people that shame other moms are nannies or babysitters or in-laws helping or daycare or whatever. I think it's amazing that you are able to provide your child a stay-at-home mom experience where you are happy and you are healthy and your mental health is not in question and you fully enjoy and are able to spend time around your kid every day. If I could do that, I would love to do that. For the women that can't, however, getting a nanny or getting your kid in daycare or getting someone to watch your children so that you can go work is actually doing what is best for your child. If you were to not work, or if you were to be having mental health problems or not being able to manage your child for the entire day alone, and you still tried to do it anyway, that would be putting your child in jeopardy and sacrificing their mental health and their mental state for the opinions of other people on the internet. I don't know. I feel like the hate on the nannies of the world. If I was financially stable enough to get a nanny to help me and my family out, even if it was for one day, I would absolutely do that. There's people I know that get nannies because the cost of the daycare is essentially the same cost of a nanny. And when you send your kid to daycare, someone is watching your child for you so that you can go to work. A nanny is someone that's watching your child for you so that you can go to work. If you have a nanny and you need to sit down at night and put your feet up and that's why the nanny's there, okay, you're taking care of your mental health. I think if I had money, I need to like stop I don't like the narrative of you having help is you being a bad mom. You having help is being a good mom, actually.
Is she privileged? Yes. Does it make things easier for her than somebody who couldn't afford a nanny?
Of course.
Of course. I'm not saying that. But to say that she's a bad mom because she has a nanny, it just really bogs my mind, because I'm like, the nanny is there during the day when Bo's there. She would be having her kid in daycare anyway. Yeah. But I 100% agree with you. I don't have kids. I have 2 dogs. If I could afford it, I would literally have someone come and play with my dogs every day while I worked, because they just like sit on the couch and they're looking at me like, Mommy, like, I want to be cuddled.
Well, I think it's
like, Mama's got to work. Mama's got to put those treats on the table.
I think the judgment is what's really crazy too, because if you take 2 completely different people, right? One is a mom who maybe is a single mom, doesn't have a partner, doesn't necessarily have a family, and works multiple jobs to support her children, that child goes to school or they go to daycare. Stassi is working a job to support her family, and she's leveraging a nanny to help her kid. You're bashing Stassi for getting the help because she has money and she has privilege and she shouldn't need the help. But you don't bash the single mom for putting her jobs first, because that's what's going to help her take care of her child and put food on the table that week. So I think, yes, there are people who do bash the single mom. And there are people that do. So I think it's like,
let's nobody who would have if Bo was doing what Stassi was doing and Stassi was at home with the nanny saying that she was unfulfilled, everyone would be shitting on Stassi, being like, you haven't made,
like, you're not fulfilled by your child.
You're not fulfilled by your child. No one say anything. So
so I think what I would like to say is just like, leave the moms alone.
Yeah,
we have it hard enough. leave the moms alone.
And
unless you are a mom. And even if you are a mom, you are more than welcome to criticize your own self. But don't be criticizing me or my mom friends or my other moms that I know.
If
it's
you
just not cool.
must criticize a mom, lame. There's many moms that you probably could.
For sure.
Like, I'm sorry. If your kid is on this side of the street with you and you're shooting up heroin, then yeah, shame that mom.
Surely.
You know what I'm saying? But guys, oh my God, it's insane. But I had to say, because it's that's really pissing me off. There's many a thing that you could say about Stassi on the show besides that.
Yeah.
And she knows that. She literally said, I forget what interview, but she was like, I wanted the show to, I'm not going to make myself look perfect. That's not what makes a good show.
Also, for what it's worth, I imagine that the nanny is there as well to help with the kids when they're filming, because I imagine Stassi probably doesn't want her kids around the toxicity and the drama. So that's also, if we have a critical thinking bone in our brain, we should flex that. A lot of these people
on the internet do not. A lot of the trolls do not.
I think it's just like bring back critical thinking.
Yeah, bring back critical thinking.
Bring back critical thinking.
And another thing I want to bring back for House of Stassi, I saw a clip on Katie and Dana, their podcast, Disrespectfully, and Dana was talking about how Taylor Strucker came for her at lesbian night. Oh, there was my ring.
Oh my goodness.
So Dana was talking about how Taylor Strucker came for her at lesbian night. She didn't really say what the beef was about, but it wasn't on the show. And she was like, I was kind of offended when I was watching the show. And she said, why are the bisexuals putting on lesbian night? And she's like, I feel like she was coming for me with that because she confronted me on the show, but it wasn't in the show, cut out regardless. I think Dana needs to be brought on the show. They need more people like Dana and Katie.
I love Dana.
For it to work. They need more people like Dana and Katie.
Also, while we're talking about the woo-woo of it all, do you know the story of Dana losing the ring?
Oh, yes.
Kind of crazy that your ring fell off the moment you started talking about Dana. It's like she can hear us.
Wait.
Just want to say.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I actually love Dana. I think she's great TV. I wish she was on Vanderpump Rules more. She was amazing on that season of Vanderpump. I also think, again, when it comes to bringing back critical thinking, I think she is a critical thinker, and I think she's a very well-adjusted human. And I don't think that she is. Yeah, and I don't think that she. I think she's made for reality TV in the sense that like she would be great to watch. However, I don't think that she's made for reality TV in the sense of like she will manufacture drama and she will get involved in things. I think she's just a cool girl.
No, she does. She will have the Katie effect. Her and Katie are very similar.
Like they're just cool.
They stand up for themselves. And I also think that Stassi being the producer of the show, anyone that goes on the show, you're not going to be thrown to the wolves.
Totally. So, but I do think that's a great call. I really love Dana. I think she's great TV.
I liked how Stassi. I enjoyed it. However, I said this. I don't remember if I said this last week or if I just said it to you. It was very up Stassi's ass heavy, and I think for the longevity of the show, she needs more people like Katie, and I think bringing someone like Dana
she needs a little bit of discourse.
Who has roots. She knows Taylor. She's friends with Katie. Would be good. You can't just bring in a random. You need to find somebody who has roots. And honestly,
Ariana would also not be a bad person.
Oh yeah, Ariana would be great. Honestly, even Lala, but I know that's probably not.
Yeah, I
think Lala probably would have been on that show if she didn't turn against Ariana.
Absolutely, but I don't think
Stassi is friends with her.
But I don't think that Stassi would choose Lala over Katie, and I don't think that Katie would be on that show.
Yeah. So, but regardless, Dana, girl.
I love Dana. She's good. Yeah. She's good peeps.
But
my close personal friend Dana.
I think
I wonder if she ever found that ring.
I don't know.
Dana, let us know. Did you find your ring? I think about that a lot.
I actually have DM'd with Dana before because she was on Sheena's podcast a while ago. Like I think before the Sheena Shea of it all. Everyone was publicly being like, yeah, I can't stand this girl. That's how I learned about the OCD that's like obsessive compulsive thoughts. And I think I messaged her and I was like, thank you for talking about this because that like really helped me. And that's what we DM'd about. So great girl. But what are you ready to obsess over and ready to move on from? Ready to move on from first?
Sure. I am ready to move on from the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives cast and drama. I think I've said it before. I just think it's incredibly over-manufactured. I think if they can reel it in and actually be truly authentic, then sure. But I think they're trying to say that they're being so authentic when it's so clear that everything is manufactured. And I just think that that show is just going downhill. And I have no patience in my body left for it.
I'm ready to move on from the vibrator Dior bag story. Honestly, if somebody got me a vibrator and a Dior bag, I would have a great night. I would be so happy.
Yeah, like I would.
I'm ready to fucking move on from it. Like I'm ready to move on from it. But what are you ready to obsess over?
I am ready to obsess over. You go first. Let me think.
I have mine. I'm ready to obsess over Taylor Swift. Now I know it wasn't her directly, but it's her. Having all of her songs removed from President Trump's TikTok page.
as she
of
fucking should.
copyrights, because everyone for so long has been like, Taylor's mega, when Taylor is so clearly not mega. And I just think this was such a graceful move where she didn't have to come out and make a whole video about how she's not mega. She just removed her songs, and now we know where she stands.
It's like what you were saying last week about Sierra wearing the ice pin. Like, you don't have to be in your face about it, but you can say how you stand.
And I'm glad that she finally let us know.
I'm ready to obsess over Acquired Styles' wedding. She got married this weekend in Newport. I've been seeing some of the content start to roll out. I've been dying to see her dress. I think she's controversial as it relates to influencers. I think people either love her or they hate her.
I think she is too, but I honestly think a lot of jealousy.
I gotta tell you. Wealth. I love her. Like, I love her and her sister. I wish I was skinny enough for Fifi. I
love that it's called Fifi.
I love that it's called Fifi. That's what we call Sophia. We call her Fifi.
It's my family name. If you don't know me, don't call me Fifi. But yeah.
Yeah, don't call me Fifi. But yeah, I'm excited to see her pics and her content. I feel like now that I'm not a bride, it's enjoyable to see influencer wedding content. I feel like when I was a bride, it was not enjoyable because I was either envious or I was like, get this out of my fucking face while I'm planning my wedding. But now it's fun to see. So I'm excited to obsess over her wedding and her looks and all the content that's going to come from that, which I know there will be.
Speaking of
bountiful.
that, quickly, because she went to another controversial influencer, Hallie K. Core. Do you know who that is? You definitely do. She's tall, blonde.
She's the one who got punched in the face?
Yes. She didn't do like a traditional wedding. She did like an elopement weekend thing.
That hat was bananas.
I thought her looks were all fabulous.
Oh my God, I thought that hat was a little.
Oh my God, I loved her looks. But anyway, that just made me think of that because they're friends. So I'm sure she's at the wedding.
Yeah. That whole group of girls, like, I don't really follow all of them. I see their content a lot, but I do follow the twins, and I think that they're really cool. And I also for me personally, I love seeing sisters in pop culture and sisters in media because I think it's like
we're sisters.
But I also just I don't know, like, it's like whenever you see sisters thriving, I feel like it's like an unspoken thing that I'm happy for them.
To build on that really quick, I know we're wrapping it up anyway, but what's her name that's friends with Hallie? I'm gonna really get mad at myself. Jasmine.
Yeah,
I really like her a lot, and I've commented on her stuff before. She responds. She loves Wingstop. I love Wingstop.
Okay.
I like her a lot.
Yeah, I think that whole group, they do wear fashions that, like, I think sometimes for me, not my personal style, but it's cool for me to see it because I'm like, really like my personal style is like, if you saw me on the street, you might think I was a hairdresser because all I wear is black. But I think that
if you saw me on the street, you'd be like, who's that most fabulous, beautiful, amazing girl? And I'd be like, it's me.
Yeah, but I'm excited to see the content. I'm a content consumer, I love it.
I love content.
Some people are content creators, some people are content consumers, and
some people are both, like us. That's what we're both.
Oh, you think I'm a content creator?
Well, you're literally creating content right now. You don't do literally anything else besides film it.
That's okay. Actually no. Listen, I don't even film it. I just sit here. She pushes the button. So, with that,
you gotta push the button.
See you next week.
See you next week.